Hello everyone, this group is made out of Viviana Diaz, Cintia Murillo, Andrea Perez, and Giselle Castillo. Next, we are going to show you a dialogue and then each member of the group is going to give an explanation of the terms using the dialogue that correspond to the topic of conversation analysis.
Hey, Gert, what are you doing? We finally finished order. So, apart from meeting to do the work, I have to tell you something.
Hello, nothing interesting. I'm doing housework. I'm too tired because at the same time I have to be aware of what I'm cooking. It's difficult to do both at the same time.
Oh, I see. I understand you. It must be very difficult.
Yes. Hey Andrea, hello. I haven't seen your face for a long time. You never turn on the camera in class.
You know
And since
that I don't like it. Also, it is not necessary to turn on the camera.
Yes, Barry was saying that since the pandemic started, I hadn't seen you if we hadn't made this connection to do our pragmatic work. I would have seen you again in 2015.
Well, that's true. Um, what about you, Giselle? Oh my God. Let, let me tell you that you have beautiful hair. Mm, did you know or apply something? You know, the keratin highlights or just a cut?
Thank you so much, Andrea. I just could up a little and bought some treatments to take care of it.
Do you straighten your hair a lot?
I was crazy to straighten my hair. I almost burned my hair, you know. A lot of time we do it sexily.
Right, that's true. Girl, I told you that I want
Tell
to tell
us
you.
at once.
Tell us
I
What
quickly.
it
thought
is.
one, I think it.
Um, I'm going to marry John. So you are invited. Due to the pandemic, the guests will be very few, less than normal. Marriage is on June 20 in the San Pascal Church.
What are you saying? Oh my God, you already have everything prepared. You had it saved. Tell me where is San Pascual Church. Give me the directions to get there faster.
I'm not sure, but I think before writing at the center, John has that information. Then I pass it on to you.
Well, I'm very happy for you, Cynthia. I would like to give you a great gift. I suppose that you will become independent um, and live together. Do you something? It is okay if I got you an enormous sound system, for example.
Nothing. It is not necessary. Little by little, what will get those things. Don't worry about the gift you are going to bring.
Yes, Andrea, Cynthia's right. Besides, we are here best friends. I know we are going to surprise her. Cynthia, I want to tell you that I congratulate you. John has shown us that he's the man you deserve. It is absolutely responsible, very orderly, intelligent, and totally gentleman with you.
In that, you're right. He's a great person, just like Cynthia. Okay, we have to prepare everything, for example, our dress, but we will talk about that another time. Now we must do the work that the teacher left us. Okay.
Yes, I think we should do the work and then in another space, we'll talk about our dress. Uh, I agree.
Mm, you just say the same thing I say, but never mind. Let's do that pragmatics work.
I didn't release it. I'm sorry, I haven't beat this trial. I'm starving. I didn't have a lunch.
Oh, the first thing we have to do is read the copies. Have any of them already done it? It's important because there is all the inform
I have an
to
idea
be
for the exam.
able to do the essay. Yes, of course, but wait, I was saying that reading the copies is important because there is all the information to be able to do the essay. So if you already read and you have ideas, welcome.
I still need to finish reading, but what we can do is spend 10 minutes at this time to read, and we do like a brainstorm, and finally I organize that in a writing test.
Okay, let's do that. But before starting, I need to clarify a concept so I can so help maybe to make the test. Cynthia, you who have understood the subject better, can you tell me what is the conversation analysis or when we use it?
Well, this may not make any sense, but the topic is used whenever we are talking. It is a conversation. It is to discover how participate, understand, and respond to one another their terms at talk.
Okay, with that, I create an idea.
Perfect, let's read.
Do it.
Okay, I'm going to explain the first part of our dialogue. Here we have our first utterance. Okay, this is a per sequence because we are using what are you doing as a request or maybe as preliminary to an invitation because we want to know what the other person is doing. Otherwise, we can make an invitation to something or we are just asking just to know and to start and continue a conversation. So, as you can see, it's a discourse marker. We use it because we are introducing a new sequence and also because we are making a transition. Okay, this sentence is showing a back channel because Viviana made a gesture. She showed on her face that she was happy to see Cynthia and she moved her hand too. Then, when she accentuated her head, she showed that she was paying attention to what Cynthia was asking and talking, and that means back channel. We are using to because Vivi is saying like she's exhausted and not only tired. The word to intensifies the adjective tired. Let's remember that to is an adverb used to show that something is excessive. Okay, we use the discourse marker O as a means for realizing the identity potential of constructive dialogue in interaction. Is a filled pause in which Cynthia, as a speaker for a moment, stopped to think about what she was going to say. And here we have a back channel because while Vivi was saying yes, 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 she was assenting her head indicated that she was interested or paying attention to Cynthia's answer. These two utterances show us an overlap because the two utterances occur simultaneously. You heard in the conversation that Vivi didn't finish speaking and Andrea was already speaking at the same time. These utterances shows a physiological noise because Vivi, while she was talking, she was touching her head or her forehead also, and that was a distraction for her caused by her headache, maybe. Well, as you can see, it's a discourse marker. Andrea used it in terms of change the focus. It means from telling that what the last person said is true. M is a field pulse. I already explained it before. Okay, in this phrase, you have beautiful hair. We have an adjective verb. What it means? It means that it's composed of two utterances by two speakers, one after the other. The speaker of the first utterance provokes a responding utterance. I mean, the second term that I'm going to explain you in a moment. And this phrase, you have a beautiful hair, is also a compliment because she said a polite expression of admiration. And this is a field post. I already explained it before. Okay, finally, as you can see, this is an agency part. This is the acceptance. Thank you so much. It's the response to the compliment. And we have a little. In this case, Giselle used a little to decrease the effect of the haircut, emphasizes that it was only a little, that the amount is small. It's like not much or not enough. Thank you so much.
A lot is intensifier because adds force or emphasis to the sentence. Almost is downtowner because it reduces the strength of the sentence. You know, is this course maker because it plays a role in managing the flow and the structure of the discourse. Accessibility is an adverb that reinforces the meaning of other expressions and shows emphasis. Right marks the answer, but well marks as chain of approach. In this case, Andrea and Cynthia speak at the same time. Is overlap. And Giselle and Viviana interrupt them to continue talking. Wedding sound is physiological noise because there was an external or environmental stimulus. So, this sentence played a role in the managing the flow and structure of the discourse. Less the word string was reduced. For that reason, is downtoner. What are you saying? Is pre-sequence because Viviana expressed that to project a nation to the question. Tell me where is San Pascual Church? In that case, it reads massive quantity. This means that she requires specific information. I'm not sure this sentence is an hedge to express indecision.
Andrea uses a discourse marker. In this case, well, this is used to make the speech more coherent but doesn't add meaning to conversation. She did it to proceed to a response or reaction. Then Andrea makes a filled pause. This is usually occurs when the speaker is thinking about what to say. It is a complete pause in which the speaker actually interrupts the speech while continuing to articulate. However, the articulation is neither a word nor part of a word. In the last part, she uses an adjective pair that is composed of two utterances, one question and one answer. Then, Cynthia also uses an adjective pair, and Giselle uses intensifiers that are words um, that intensify what is being said. For example, when she says absolutely responsible. In this part, the three girls do not speak, but they make a gesture with their head giving reason to what Giselle is saying, to what she understand as back channel, and the same happens in the next part where Andrea also gestures. Then Giselle then repeats or refers to the same thing that Andrea had already mentioned in the conversation, which is called echo utterance. Andrea makes a filled silence. Giselle then uses a downtiner in conversation. This is a degree adverb such as bit that decreases the effect of a modified item. Finally, Andrea uses a discourse marker in the conversation. I had already explained it previously.
In this part exists a simultaneous talk by Vivi and Andrea. In this point, there is an external noise that distracts us from receiving the message sent by Andrea. Here we find first of all the file pause occurs when Vivi is thinking, and the complete silence. Vivi leaves no rooms for the other girls to understand what she's saying. The maxim of manner, Giselle organized her utterances in an order to provide information that can be assimilated by the listener. We see a discourse marker that have an important function in the way our conversation, such as Cynthia says at the beginning of the sentence. This may not make any sense. This sentence is a hedge to express indecision. An attributable silence occurs when Cynthia, after completing her utterance, chooses to remain silent. At the end, Andrea and Cynthia nod their heads and raise their thumbs indicating their agreement with the information.